Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Pownell Sports Center for tonight's game between your Pownell All-Stars and the NHL Legends in the game to benefit the Pownell Minor Hockey Association. Folks, a special thank you goes out to all the parents, the players, the families, and especially to the Pownell Minor Hockey Association parents for their hospitality and their team spirit for tonight's event. We want to let you know that we have game programs that contain the names of the merchants, residents, and sponsors who will help out Pownell Minor Hockey. A special thanks goes out to Discover Kia, Macbeth Brothers Roofing, Stephen Myers, PC, Leader of the Opposition, Colin Levy, District 1 MLA, James Albert, District 6 MLA, RBC Community Securities, PEI 2014, the Old Dublin Pub, Hillside Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, Quality Inn on the Hill, Pepsi, JCJ Associates Limited, MRSP Chartered Accountants, Mr. Plumber, Controls of Equipment, Menco Controls, Co-op Atlantic Superstore. Folks, don't forget about the 50-50 raffle. You can take home half the jackpot tonight. Tickets are being sold out in the concourse area. We're also selling NHL Legends merchandise, including autographed sweaters and hats and more at the NHL Legends souvenir stand. Don't forget, folks, you can meet the players at the intermission of tonight's hockey game. All you have to do is pick up an intermission pass. We will be letting you meet the players, the photographs, autographs, and more. And don't forget, at the end of tonight's game, a post-game reception taking place upstairs. You can pick up your post-game reception passes as well. So that's all happening after the game. We're going to be having the Pownell Minor Hockey All-Stars skate for you tonight. We have two competitions, including a shootout at the first intermission and a goalie race during the second intermission. Right now, can we have both teams, please? Both teams to your benches for player introductions. Can we have both teams to your benches still on the boards, please, and we'll introduce you individually. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to meet your Pownell All-Stars. As I call your name, please skate up to the blue line. First, introducing the goaltender, number 1, Mike Branch. Wearing number 5, the coach of the Ranger Midgets, it's Andrew Penny. Wearing number 7, please welcome Blaine Fitzpatrick. Number 8, Brody Coffin. Number 9, Jeremy Pierce. Number 10, Dave Lane. Number 11, Paul Monahan. Number 12, Gerald McNeil. Wearing number 88, he played with the Boston Bruins in 1990, also in the organizations of the Detroit Red Wings and Montreal Canadiens, a two-time member of the Canadian national team. It's Dave Flanagan. Wearing number 44, he was an assistant coach for the PEI Panthers last year. Please welcome Kenny McDougall. Wearing number 22, please welcome coach UPEI, it's Mark Carraher. Introducing also our special guest tonight. He is a District 1 MLA for Surrey, Elmira. Please welcome number 4, Colin Levy. Wearing number 17, MLA District 2 for Georgetown and St. Peter's, the Honorable Stephen Myers. And wearing number 6, this dude. Let's hear it for him. Folks, I want to have for your Pownell Hockey All-Stars, that's Brad McKenzie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to meet your NHL Legends. First, introducing the goaltender tonight. He played the American Hockey League with the Albany River Rats and the St. John Flames. He also played with the Legends of Montreal, the Legends of Toronto, the Boston Bruins alumni, and with the NHL Legends, wearing the number 34 of the Albany River Rats, it's Roy Nolan. Next up, he's the all-time leader in pinch hit home runs in the major leagues with 23. 19 years in the majors, he had back-to-back 100 RBI seasons with Oakland. He played in 2 World Series with the Philadelphia Phillies and won the World Series championship in 2008. 265 career home runs, a .477 slugging percentage. Tonight, he wears the number 55 of the capital city Picaroons. It's Matt Stairs. Out of Boston College, a 10-year NHL veteran who played 6 seasons with the Boston Bruins and was a 2-time Stanley Cup finalist. 3 times in his career, he scored 20 or more goals. He also spent 3 seasons with Buffalo Sabres and a year with the Calgary Flames. Today, he's the executive director of the Boston Bruins Foundation, an organization that raises millions of dollars for children's charities. His nickname is Swoop, wearing the number 20 of the Boston Bruins. It's Bob Sweeney. Next up, he broke in drafted by the California Golden Seals. This 2-time NHL All-Star in 1978 and 1982, had a 50-goal season in 1981, and then in 1982 he caught 60 goals, 136 points. Please welcome 14-year NHL veteran, wearing the number 21 of the Washington Capitals, it's Dennis Maroon. Next up, the only player in the history of the NHL to be drafted as a defenseman but to collect 50 goals as a forward. He played 14 years in the NHL, breaking into the Toronto Maple Leafs, playing nearly a decade with them. In 1993, as a member of the Montreal Canadiens, he won the Stanley Cup Championship. Over 700 games in the NHL and over 200 career goals. Please welcome, wearing the number 11 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's Gary Leeman. He came to the Toronto Maple Leafs as a number 1 draft pick at the age of 18, fresh out of the U.S. Olympic hockey team. 15 years in the NHL, he broke into Toronto and played with Washington, Boston, and San Jose. 3 times he scored 20 or more goals, including 25 with Washington in 1993. 870 career games, he is 1 of 3 to have one of the hardest slap shots in the history of the NHL. He won the hardest shot competition 4 times in his career, and once he won the quickest skater, wearing the number 33 of the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's defenseman Al Iafrate. Next up, out of Northeastern University, he's the Montreal Canadiens' all-time leader in penalty minutes and 9th all-time in the history of the league. He spent 10 seasons with the Montreal Canadiens and won the Stanley Cup Championship in 1986. As a member of the Boston Bruins in 1991, he went to the NHL All-Star game, and he also played in Team USA in the Canada Cup in 1988. We call him Knuckles. Tonight he wears the number 44 of the Montreal Canadiens. It's Chris Nyland. A left winger drafted by the Boston Bruins. He played 14 years in the NHL. He spent 3 seasons with Boston before being traded to the Edmonton Oilers, where he collected 43 goals in 1985 and was named to the NHL All-Star team. He would go on to win 3 Stanley Cup championships with Edmonton before being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. He wrapped up his career with Toronto and with the Detroit Red Wings, where he collected a 4th Stanley Cup championship ring as an assistant coach. We call him Cruiser, we call him Crusher, wearing the number 26 from the Edmonton Oilers. It's Mike Krusheviski. A first-round draft pick by the New York Rangers. He played 14 years in the NHL, 12 for the Boston Bruins. He has over 1,000 career points, and he's a 3-time NHL All-Star and a 2-time member of Team Canada. He won the Lady Byng Award in 1982 when he collected 50 goals, twice over 100 points. He's the Boston Bruins' 4th all-time leading scorer and an all-time leading scorer with shorthanded goals, wearing the number 16 of the Boston Bruins. We call him Nifty. It's Rick Middleton. Next up, a 17-year NHL veteran who broke in with the Los Angeles Kings. He also played with Chicago, Edmonton, and New York Rangers. He had a 100-point season in 1985 and was a 3-time NHL All-Star. In over 1,127 games, he scored 475 goals for a total of 1,209 points. Including the playoffs, he scored an incredible 517 goals. Now, wearing the number 9 of the Los Angeles Kings, please welcome Bernie Nickel. And finally, he came to the Montreal Canadiens as a first-round draft pick at the age of 18 and won the Stanley Cup championship with them. He is one of 2 Montreal Canadiens to have 2 50-goal seasons in his career. He won a second Stanley Cup in 1995 with the New Jersey Devils. When all was said and done, 1,188 career games, 474 career goals. He is one of 3, including Ally Freddie, to have the hardest slap shot in NHL history. Tonight, wearing the number 44 from the New Jersey Devils, it's Stefan Riche. Our guest coach tonight is Mr. Chris Whitlock, representing Hillside Chevy. His assistant coach is Gary Matheson. A special thanks goes out to Steve Shad Walton of the NHL Legends Maritime Tour. The Director of Hockey Operations is Ryan J. Murphy, and the Director of Security, Russell Morrison. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how about a round of applause for your NHL Legends. And now, let's meet your officials for tonight's game. Your referees, Mr. Connor Lee and Matt McKecker. The linesmen, Ryan Dunn and Stuart Brandstrom. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask that you kindly rise. Our guest skaters tonight, first, the president of Pownell Minor Hockey, number 7, Doug Matheson. Wearing number 17, local legend Dwayne McBeth. And wearing number 15 at the young age of 73 years old, it's Eddie Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask that you kindly rise. First, for a moment of silence, the 2 military officers who were lost in acts of terrorism a couple of weeks ago in Ottawa and Montreal, Corporal David Cirillo and the warrant officer Patrice Vincent. We get a moment of silence on their behalf. Thank you. And now to sing the national anthem before tonight's game, please welcome Kendall Doherty.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and our sons command. With glowing hearts we see the true north, strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand under for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Doherty. Nice job, Kendall. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we call your attention to center ice to call the ceremonial first puck before tonight's game. He's the MLA of District 6. Please welcome James Auer. ceremonial puck drop representing the Pownal All-Stars will be MLA from District 1, Colin Levy, and also MLA from District 2, number 17, Stephen Myers. Representing the NHL Legends to take the ceremonial puck drop, number 44, Stefan Riche. All right, go on out there. How about Honorable Colin Levy and Honorable Stephen Myers? And dropping the puck, James Alward. Nice job. Good. Oh, beautiful. There we go. And now if we get both teams to center ice, please. Both teams to center ice for a team photograph. Danny, you might want to get a photograph here. Both teams to center ice, including the officials. Come on out. Special thanks once again to the Pownal Minor Hockey Association, the parents, the teams, the players, and everybody here tonight in Charlottetown. On behalf of the NHL Legends, it's an absolute pleasure to be here on the island. Folks, we're playing 20 minutes in the first period, 15 in the second, 15 in the third. The Pownal Minor Hockey All-Stars will come out with the final 5 minutes of this first period. Don't forget about the 50-50 raffle. Jackpot is escalating. Also, you can purchase intermission passes, as you can get autographs and photographs from the players in between periods. All right, we're ready to go, folks. The game is all yours, Connor and Matt. Ready to go. Starting to go with the NHL Legends number 34, Roy Nolan. That center number 9, Bernie Nichols. At right wing number 20, Bob Sweeney. At right wing number 44, Stefan Riche. At left wing number 21, Danny Maroon. Right defense number 20, Bob Sweeney. And left defense number 11, Gary Lehman. For the Pownal All-Stars. At center, number 88, Dave Flanagan. The right winger, number 10, Dave Lane. On defense, number 7, Blaine Fitzpatrick. Paired with number 9, Jeremy Pierce. Out comes Stefan Riche, connects over to Denny Maroon. Maroon now, off the back for Bernie Nichols, left wing side, trying to drift in. Cut through the zone, broken up and taken out here by Jeremy Pierce. Cut out. Out comes Dave Lane, left wing side. Lane gains the line, breaking here with Dave Flanagan. Off to the right side, trying to feed it from Blake Fitzpatrick. Goes deep, swung behind that. Lane now, working up from Flanagan, takes a free there, and a shot, and a save by Roy Nolan. And the puck collected by Gary Lehman. Good save there by Roy right off the bat. Out comes Stefan Riche, took a feed to Bob Sweeney. Riche across for Sweeney, broken up in front, good defensive over there by Blake Fitzpatrick. Puck cut out. This is Brody Coffin, left wing side, top of the circle, trying to feed it out front, just beyond the reach of Colin Levy. Back from Sweeney now. That out. They lock the line. No score early on here. Coffin, got it up the left side, swung across us, and they'll be home. Middleton across the center with Knuckles. Here's Chris Nyland at 21 goals and 85. Knuckles got a shot there. Here's a wide of the goaltender by Crutch. Knuckles scored a bit there by Chris Nyland. 16 goals and 87. Home to beat now. And indeed, Andrew Penny. They take right Christian Misty back for Middleton. Middleton trying to swing in front. Out behind the net. Shoveled out by Brad McKenzie. Video practice assistant coach. UPEI, Panthers. Freddie breaks up that rush. Chipped out by Christian Misty. Pass taken back here. Fitzpatrick. Play back. Into the Pownal zone. Broken up. Here's Christian Misty trying to walk in. Poke to him into that bridge. Need Jeremy Pierce. He's on the left side. Intercepted now. Back to for Freddie. Swings my goal. Rebound here, and he stares. Oh, left alone. Operates up top, Freddie, down the play. with Kenny McDougall, the divers. Here's Island. And deep for Middleton, Rick Middleton, 5 straight 40-goal seasons with Boston, 8 straight 30-goal seasons, and a 50-goal season, once over 100 points. Back comes Blaine Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, across the front. Foul from Island McDougall. He might have to go back and get his glasses from the locker room. Right out here by Jeremy Pierce. Pierce at center ice. Taken back by Mark Murnahan. Murnahan gains the line, clicks on the brakes. Behind the slip through. Nice play there, though. Dwayne McBeth to clear the zone. Here's Easy Eddie Smith, 73 years young. A shot! Rebound in the circle. Poked away there by Tom Anderson, the president. The Farmer Minor Hockey Association rolled all the way down. Gary Neiman now connects away to Bob Sweeney. Sweeney, through center ice, gains the line with Madison. Shovel ahead with Madison. Bearing in. Madison with a shot there by Penn. Loose puck! It's on the side. Good defensive play. Andrew Penny. Right there. That was almost the pink ball there. Back at Jake Flanagan. Flanagan got cut Hoppy with the Boston Bruins. Played with them in the exhibition season. Also played in the Montreal Canadiens organization, the Detroit Red Wings organization. Flanagan now starting it back. Chips it to the neutral zone. Out comes Dave Lane. Lane gains the line. The shots got those European shorts up on advertisements. Something you'd see in the KHL over in Russia. Fed up by Lehman, trying to snap off ahead for Bernie. Bernie walking in now with pressure on the shot. There it is! Bernie Nickel! I say 1-0.
Bye.